They are accused of grooming a vulnerable young girl, of trafficking her across the West Midlands. Despite some of the men being caught with her in hotel rooms, they have never been prosecuted. Tonight, in exclusive interviews, we speak to the men.
Did you arrange for other men to have sex with this girl?
And we also speak to the victim's mother, who asks why the abuse was allowed to go on for so long.
Started running off with her friends, got out of control basically in the house. She was smashing the house up.
4 years ago, a young teenage girl was taken into care here in Birmingham. She was described as bright and bubbly, but also as vulnerable and from a troubled background. What happened next is depressingly familiar. She ran away from care nearly 200 times and was often found with older men who had bought her alcohol and drugs. We have spoken exclusively to her mother, who says that for years her requests for help were ignored. But today, the case has made legal history in what's thought to be the first case of its kind in the country.
The girl is now 17 and in secure accommodation. The council says it's for her own safety. She won't testify against any of the men who are alleged to have been grooming her. Her mother told us the abuse started when she was just 13, when the men started buying her presents.
Drink, drugs, food, jewellery, money.
So they were grooming her?
Yeah.
But her mum admits the story is complicated because she herself found it difficult to look after her daughter.
You're her mum. Why didn't you stop her going out? Why didn't you stop these men from coming to the door?
Because when I tried, she would smash up the house completely. She bit my arms, punched me in the face, jumped out the window.
The men are mainly from the East End of Birmingham. I went to track them down. The youngest is 19 and unemployed. The oldest, 40, and owns a chain of newsagents. Some of their families had no idea about the injunctions.
Obviously my life's going to get destroyed.
Birmingham City Council have applied for civil injunctions against 10 men. 3 of them agreed to speak to me. Controversially, the High Court has ruled they can be named, even though they haven't been convicted of a criminal offence. We've agreed not to identify them because they fear reprisals.
You took her to a hotel. You say you were just giving her a lift, but why did you drop a teenager to a hotel? Why do you think she was going there?
I was just giving her a lift to the hotel, that was it.
But the police say you were grooming her. They say you were buying her alcohol, you were giving her drugs.
No, I never even knew the girl. I only seen her once. She told me she was 19. She gave me a number.
The men are all Pakistani Muslims and feel they've been unfairly targeted. The civil injunctions issued to the men are similar to ASBO's. They ban them from contacting the girl in any way until she's 18. But the order goes even further, saying that the men mustn't approach any female not previously associated with them. If they're caught breaking the order, they may be punished with either imprisonment or a fine.
It's quite controversial. Some people might say, why can't you gather enough evidence to go down the criminal route?
Well, we've always got criminal options available to us, but you have to look at the vulnerability around the children involved here. Sometimes they will not complain to us, they will not come forward to the police, they will not talk to other parts of the community about the abuse that they're suffering.
The police and the council say this is a groundbreaking way of dealing with men who would target and groom vulnerable young girls. They often rely on the silence of their victims, but these civil injunctions mean they will no longer be able to do that. The girl's mother told us she wishes the council had taken this action years ago. Darshna Soni, Channel 4 News, Birmingham.